I would also like to talk about Malala Yousafzai, who was shot on her forehead by the terrorists. She mentioned in her speech that when we she mentioned in her speech that when she was taken to Swat, which is in the north of Pakistan, and she and her friends saw the guns, that is when they realized the importance of pens and books. It is true that when we see darkness, then only we realize the importance of light. When we are silent, it is then we realize the importance of our voice. So you must not be realizing the importance of education in today's world, but you will gradually when you won't have the books and pens. To conclude, although the digital world is contributing in the development in our nation and worldwide, without education, we won't be able to survive. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Rachel. Any questions? Yes, Jayesh, of course. Jayesh is spoiling Rachel's party, otherwise she would have probably walked away with all the points for not getting interjected. Jayesh, your question. Jayesh is from
St. Mary's Mirzapur.
St. Mary's Mirzapur, right.
You said that we should opt for light when there is darkness. So are we not lacking in traditional, why should we not opt for the digitalization method when we are darkened by the traditional and orthodox means of education?
I'm sorry. First of all, you didn't understand my point. That was just an example I took, that when we are in darkness, only then we see, only then we realize the importance of light.
That is what I am saying. We are in the darkness of the
Please
traditional.
repeat your question.
That is what I am saying. We are in the traditional and orthodox means of education. Why should not we opt for the digitalization method?
We can opt for digitalization method, but what about those rural areas where electricity is not there and no proper means of
Again, you are saying that my friend has already said that it is not about electricity.
Thank you. I think that is over and done with. Jayesh, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please, sir.
You've ever heard of Mary Queen Antoinette?
Mary Queen?
Antoinette. Have you heard of this great historical question? If they don't have bread, why don't they eat cake? There's a hint over here for all the participants. Thank you. This question was not really intended for you. All I wanted to was once again give a hint. When someone says, thank you, Rachel. This debate is all about this historical question which the Queen had asked. Well, if they are hungry and they don't have bread, why don't you give them cake? This is what this debating proposition is all about. I wish, even if you prepared your debate beforehand, think about it. You don't have to stick to what you have prepared. You have to stick to the proposition. Right. The next speaker from YMCA is Yashasvi Gupta, speaking against the motion.
Good morning everyone present here. I am Yashasvi Gupta from YMCA Sanitary and College, speaking against the motion. The topic for our debate is that we should give priority to the educational divide, not to the digital divide. But I say that the people, those who are not connected digitally to the digital India campaign of Narendra Modi, then how can they take part in the development of India? In his latest meeting with Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO, the founder of Facebook, he said that we can create a country, Facebook, where there are no restrictions on religion and language. And there are many examples where the educational divide is not important. It is not important that a person is literate or not. The will or the desire to do something is more important. The digital divide, that the persons who are not, the person who are not connected digitally to the Facebook or the social networking sites, they won't be aware of what's happening in all over the world, and they are not connected to the outer regions of India, or they don't know what's happening in the country. In November 2008, we have a Mumbai blast by the infamous Ajmal Kasab and a group of terrorists. The whole nation witnessed a terror unfolding on our television sets. But online, the buzz that was created, that was slightly different. A tweet was from a person of Mumbai. At that time, Twitter encouraged as a microblogging website. The Twitter helped at that. It does not created a picture of terror in the person. Instead, it helped the person for rehabilitation and to know about their family ones. So the digital divide is more important than the education divide. A person, if he is illiterate, then thank you.
Will that be all? Okay. Thank you, Yashasvi. Who's to question Yashasvi? Okay, Tanya. Tanya Tripathi from SJC Rihannagar.
Don't you think that digital education has made people lethargic by giving filtered data when they can read and get extra knowledge too?
No, it hasn't made them lethargic. On websites also, we have to search for our assignment. We can't just mug it up and write it on notebooks. We have to search for the useful content.
Is it not filtered? Useful contents.
No, her answer is that you have to even run the mouse. Even if you're not running yourself, the mouse has to run for you. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Do you have any other question? Thank you, Yashasvi. That was very well spoken. Thank you. Now the next team is Bethany Convent School, and speaking for the motion, we've got Anika Khan. Sorry, Devansh Mohan. Okay, the names, okay, Devansh Mohan is the speaking for the motion, I stand corrected. Devansh Mohan for the motion, Bethany Convent School. Your time starts now.
Trouble arrives in measures, and we stack it up real high. Until we are convinced there is no reason to try. A very good morning to all. Today I, Devansh Mohan Dwivedi from Bethany Convent Senior Secondary School, stands before you to abdicate the topic and speak for the motion. That yes, we need to make the educational divide a priority and not the digital divide. Education is the perfection and manifestation of the perfection already in man. Earlier, we used to have three basic necessities of life: food, water, and shelter. But in this era of 21st century, the fourth one has crashed in. That is education. Education today has vast applications and implementations in our lives, of which we all are greatly aware of. People here are talking about digitization. May I ask, from where did that digitization come about? Is digitization possible without giving education, elementary education to the people? No, my friends, no. Already stated, education brings about perfection and not digitization. We are living in a country today in which we are focusing more and more on digitization than on education. Sadly, very sadly, I quote that in India, 39% of our population is undereducated. And in that case, we should be ashamed of talking about digitization. We should first take over the job of educating our own people. Development is possible only by the means of education. I raise a question to the responsible authorities, the authorities in power. Would the distribution of laptops, mobiles to all the people lead to education? Is this what the people dreamt of India? No, my friends, no. It may make us digitized, but not at all civilized. Civilization is possible only on the grounds of education. Think of a person who has a big branded mobile, flaunts a lustrous gadget standing in front of you, but he is chewing tobacco and uttering abuses. Would you call him civilized? Would you call him educated? No, he is digitized but not civilized. So it's high time that we take on the responsibility of digitizing civilizing rather than digitizing our country. In that lies the development of our nation, the development of the golden bird, our India. Thank you.
Any questions? Yeah, there are two questions. Jayesh, you've already got an opportunity of asking a question, so I'll give the opportunity first to this girl. If there's time remaining, then I'll ask Jayesh. Okay. Give your name and your school's name.
Ayushi Tripathi, St. Joseph School, Rihan Nagar. I want to ask my worthy opponent that rather than focusing on the digitally divided section of the society, we should focus on the illiterate section who do not even have the opportunity to education.
Yes, that's what I said. We should focus on the people who are 39% illiterates. 39% people of India are undereducated. We should first look on education than on digitization.
Wonderful. I think both of you are on the same side. Both of you are agreeing, therefore both of you are on the same side. Any other question? Yes, Jayesh, quickly.
Dear friend, you said that perfection can be brought only by education. Why can't that perfection be brought by digitalization?
Do you know who quoted?
Photoshop, Beauty Plus. I said Photoshop, Beauty Plus.
No, there are many tutorial videos on internet.
No, that was in a lighter vein. You answer his question.
See, do you know who quoted these lines? These lines were quoted by Swami Vivekananda. If you say that digitization can make us more intelligent, then you are raising a question to the intelligence of Swami Vivekananda, to the people here. How did that digitization come about? It is a product of the intelligence of the people.
Thank you, but I really couldn't understand what Swami Vivekananda had to do with it. But nevertheless, thank you so much, Jayesh.